guys, it's Avalon here and welcome back to Simply Avalon. And as you can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be a what's on my iPhone 11. I know it's been a very long, hot second since I've been here, but I think that's gonna be best left for a different video. So just to welcome myself back to the platform, but what can we do? What can we do? And the best thing that I thought of was a what's on my iPhone video. So that's what we're gonna do. I do have the lilac purple. I don't remember the exact name of the iPhone 11 and she looks like this. Very, very pretty. And the one thing I can 100% say is that the video quality on this phone is much better than any iPhone I've ever had. And then after that I have the OtterBox case. And this one is in a royal blue and a royal purple. It's pulling very jewel tone blue on this camera, but I can tell you for a fact that it is not that blue. It is much more purpley indigo. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into things that are on my phone. As soon as you go onto my phone, you can see on the lock screen a picture of me and my friend Catherine. Then we log into the phone and let's go to the first place. Most used apps currently are voice memos, Snapchat, Instagram, and Canvas. I'm currently in college right now and the grading method that we use currently is Canvas, so I can check out all my grades and turn in homework on this app. After that we have Snapchat, Instagram, and voice memos. I actually didn't used to use this app until winter break, to be totally honest. I did use it for interviews, but after that I realized it's a really nice app for if you don't want to call someone but also want to still have a legitimate conversation with them and so that they can hear your voice. Voice memos is great for that. After that, let's go to the first page, or the real first page, and we have my Google Calendar app, the calendar, Apple Calendar app, photos, and camera. So I'm gonna go into Google Calendar really quickly just because this is the app that literally schedules and organizes my entire life. And as you can tell, I definitely use it quite often. This is just the entire school year at a glance. I don't use this for actual assignments, but it's very, very helpful for those big events that happen, and also just keeping you in check to make sure that you're not double booking yourself. After that, we can skip the next row because I feel like those are all self-explanatory, and go to the third row's folder, which is the health folder. It has apps like Map My Run, which is how I actually go about recording all of my jogs and my workouts. After that, we have the health app. I don't really use this, so we don't really need to go into it. And lastly, we have the GoodRx app, which compares prices of your medication at different pharmacies, and it gives you coupons. And it's really, really great, especially since during the school year, you definitely get sick quite a few times, especially if you are a freshman. So after this health folder, I have settings and then my coupons folder. And this one hasn't changed a lot since my old phone, but there are still quite a few cool stuff if you're into that sort of thing in there. So we have McDonald's, Target Cartwheel app, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Restaurant.com, Amazon, Wish, Blaze Pizza, Chicken Salad Chick, Burger King, Waiter, Domino's, Wendy's, DoorDash, and Tuscaloosa. Now, these apps are definitely not my day-to-day use. They're more like my every once in a while use, but I like to keep them on my phone because you never know what great deals are gonna happen when, where, that sort of thing. And this allows me to keep track. After that, we have my meditate folder because let's be honest, as a college student, if you're not decompressing, honestly, anybody, as a person, if you're not decompressing after a very long day, then what are you doing? You're not giving yourself a clean slate for the next day. You're definitely not doing that. So I have Breathe and I have Insight Timer. Both of these are great meditation apps. I haven't really used Insight Timer as much lately, but if you're interested in either of them, you can just check them out. They're both free apps. After that, I have my Bible app, which I should probably go into just so I can continue my streak. Honestly, I'm definitely more of a paper Bible gal, but I do love that this the Bible app does have a ton of plans that you can read through. So that's also a great thing. And you also have the community aspect. So I can read plans with my mom, even though I'm in college and obviously we're not in the same place. Now after that, we have the church folder. I currently have 2 church homes, my home church and in my church at college. Church in the Highlands is my home church. And I have their app so that if I want to ever get sermon notes or see the sermon online while I'm in college, then I can do so. And then I also have the Elevation Church app, which is so great because you can download sermons for on the go. So when I'm traveling and in the airports, I can just listen to them as I go, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. Now, after that, we have the business apps. I mean, they're not super businessy, but it's really just kind of like where I was able to throw them, to be totally honest. As you can see, voice memos, iMovie, the Measure app, podcast, which I've actually suddenly started to get into podcasts, especially around the time of like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I love listening to Nick Vile. I love listening to Chatty Broads. They're all very, very good podcasts if you are interested in like Bachelor-centered podcasts. After that, we also have the On The Go surveys, which is a really, really cool app. I haven't made a ton of money on it because I only just turned 18 this year, and I've only had it for like 2-ish years. But like my mom, who is obviously an adult, she has been able to make much more money than I have just because she's been able to participate in more surveys because she is a legal adult. Then I have the Stocks app, just keep up with things that are going on financially because I am thinking about being a business journalism major, and I have Venmo. Then after that, we have my banking app, Amazon Alexa, because I do have an Alexa. Go figure. And then also my shopping folder. I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm not a big online shopper. If anything, I'm a big online window shopper. I love seeing like what's out these days and just getting ideas for outfits through these websites. After that, we have the weather app. This is called social, but really it's just for like family members and friends who are abroad, because I do have friends in Germany and stuff like that. And in order to avoid those international costs, I have WhatsApp and I have Skype. Then this is a pretty cool app. It's the LiveSafe app. It allows your college to actually send you messages to alert you of any pending threats or if there's like shutting the water off. And it also allows public safety to know your location if you want them to, so that if you do get into a weird situation, they can quickly come find you, scoop you up, and take you back to your dorm. Actually, at a lot of different college campuses, so even if your college hasn't told you to explicitly get it, I would still check it out just to make sure that they don't have their own portal there, because a lot of colleges do. Now, onto the fun page. We have, first up is social media. Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, Bitmoji, Influencer, Twitter, Facebook, and Facebook Messenger. To be totally honest, I feel like they are all self-explanatory. We all know how these apps work at this point. But I will be honest and also say that I don't really use some of them. Facebook, for instance, I don't use. I'm not a big Facebook gal, but I did have to create a profile for colleges because once you actually get admitted to a lot of colleges, they create group chats on Facebook for you to meet potential roommates, and also just to get general information that you're going to need for move-in days, that sort of thing. And then Facebook Messenger for Shein to get like your package updates. They send you messages through this app. And also, more importantly, when I found roommates that I was interested in, or potential roommates that I was interested in, I was able to contact them through Facebook Messenger. Miscellaneous folder. It has just really, really random things that I don't ever use, but I can't really delete. So like Find My iPhone, obviously that's necessary, but I'm not going to use that every day, hopefully. Then we also have Contacts, Compass, Clue, which is a period tracker, Watch, Activity, Pillow, and Calculator. I feel like these are all pretty self-explanatory. After that, we have my favorite folder on my phone, which is my entertainment folder, and it has Amazon Music, YouTube, Amazon Video, HBO Go, Spotify, Pandora, DirecTV, Showtime, Hulu, Netflix, and ESPN Fantasy. Let's be honest, do I use all of these on my phone? Not particularly, but I do like to have them all on my phone because, for instance, if I'm traveling, then I can use Amazon Prime Video or Netflix to download shows to my phone so that I can actually have them to watch. Same with Spotify. That's a given. I use Spotify practically every day, anywhere. Amazon Music has changed now. They no longer have their premium service, so I'm debating on whether to end my Spotify premium currently because I could technically get all the songs on Amazon Music, but it's also like the experience of Spotify. I do really love just the interface of Spotify, so I'm really kind of debating that, but I feel like I probably should just to save some money. After that, we have some things that are skip-worthy, and then we have my photos and video folder, which includes Google Photos, which is amazing. It allows me to back up all of my files so that I do have all of my pictures, even if my phone died. Facetune, I don't really use this, but when I did, it was to use the toothbrush tool to like widen the backgrounds back when that was a thing. Then I have my Imaging Edge and my Play Memories app. I'm skipping around a tiny bit just because those go with my camera. After that, we have Visco, PixArt, Sketchtree, Fonto, and Unfold. Unfold is really, really cool because if you ever wondered how people will get collages for their stories on Instagram, this is how they do it. So I'm going to go to my first semester and at a glance, and you can see I have 2 pictures here, and I actually also was able to include a little clip of text. I have 5 picters here, and then I have 2 more pictures just to show my entire semester at a glance, which is really, really cool, if I'm being honest. After that, we have the WLU and the Nikon SnapBridge. I currently have 2-ish cameras, more on that later. And the Nikon cameras that I use this, whereas the Sony camera that I'm currently using uses the Imaging Edge software and the Play Memories. So I kind of just jump between the 2. After that, I have Flow Free, GroupMe, and then my German stuff because ich spreche Deutsch. Anyway, sorry. I have Google Translate, I have Duolingo. Don't really use Duolingo anymore because I am taking formal classes at my college, and then I use HelloTalk. It's actually how I met some of my German friends, who I'm really close with now, and Converse, which actually actively translates as you speak, which is really, really cool. After that, we have Wattpad because, let's be honest, I was a very angsty preteen who just loved reading those cheesy rom-com stories on Wattpad, and I never really grew out of it, sadly. So even though Wattpad has made a lot of changes that I don't personally like, I still have the app because, let's be honest, there's some books that you can get here that you cannot get anywhere else. After that, we have my navigation folder, which just includes things for my cars. Not my cars, I don't have multiple cars. It includes things for my car, which is a Toyota. And it also has GasBuddy and Glimpse. Glimpse actually sends your location to a trusted contact so that if you're driving in an Uber or taking a Lyft, they know your location in case anything were to go wrong. After that, we have Slack. I was a part of a group that used this instead of GroupMe, so I still have it on my phone even though I'm no longer part of the group. Then we have my games folder. Pretty self-explanatory again. I don't really play any of these, but it's like I go in waves, I'm in and out. Sometimes I'm like on and I'm playing these games. Other times I just don't have the time for it. I'm currently in a phase where I don't have the time for it, but they are still on my phone. We love that. After that, we have my travel folder just because I have been traveling to and from college, mostly just to like go home. And always make sure you get a frequent flyer so that you can get those points. Big tip. After that, I have my 365 countdown, which is really, really cool because it reminds you of how many days till something, and then afterwards, how many days have passed since something. So for instance, I had a countdown for my move-in day, and it was like 7 days until you move in, and then afterwards it's been like, let's just say, like 100 days since I've moved into campus. So it's really, really cool to watch those numbers go up. After that, you have my Mindbody app. When I'm at college, if I want to go to a spin class, then I can just book it through this app, which is really, really cool. And then we have my college folder, which just has a lot of knickknacks, both business-wise, where it's like, she wants to get an internship, and then also just like, these are like campus apps. So LinkedIn, Handshake, Sketchfab. I actually did a cool VR project with Sketchfab, so that's why I have it, so that if I ever want to show it to people, I'm able to show it to them from my phone. Then after that, we have Box, which just allows me to keep all of my files, Outlook, which is email, Canvas, Campus Well, I already went over Canvas a tiny bit, Google Slides in case I need to work on a project and I am on the go, Give Plus, which actually allows you to sign up for volunteering opportunities, OneNote, Google Docs, Quizlet, and Slater. After that, we have the Within app, which is really cool. It allows you to see current VR projects and to take a look at them. This is kind of another one of those, like, if I have a lot of time on my hands and I just want to do something random that's also kind of productive, then I'll go into this app. After that, we have my last folder, which is my news folder that has the Wall Street Journal, which is really, really cool. I actually have a free subscription to it through my school login, and I love keeping up with the news through this. But yeah, so I guess that is all that I have on my iPhone 11, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.